we as teachers could have more fun, and the kids as well, because they have a creativity and a wish to learn that year after year they lose. So we are doing something wrong. They need to have fun.
How powerful it is to sort of reach into your subconscious somehow to extract this personality out of a lifeless being and give it life.
I shall get my students to make their characters, but then it's to draw those characters and to embellish what they see with more detail that they wouldn't otherwise have thought of putting into a drawing without the puppet in front of them.
I thought the workshop was really interesting. In the primary school we could use it for language and also for children to express themselves through, if there are other languages in English, they're quite shy, so they can speak through the puppet.
And I think it's an excellent way of getting the kids to relax as well, because the present generation seems to have the whole world on their shoulders.
I think this workshop was amazing, especially with all the exercises and how you were able to really make us relax. I mean, the point when one was really able to just close one's eyes and go to sleep at the point where you made us come down. But how the crushed paper gives so much power.
I think this would help children who are perhaps more timid in the classroom to express themselves in a more confident way.
I can see lots of ways it could be useful in the classroom, yet getting more shyer kids to get more involved, and I love the idea of working together in a group. I think that would be particularly good in our case.
I think it gives children the opportunity, perhaps if they don't shine at academic subjects, to shine at something like this. And again, what you put into it, I think you can get out.
The simplicity, the creativity, and the use of the imagination was very inspiring.
One thing that particularly amazed me is how a piece of paper could come up to life and have its own personality. There was a point where we were leaving the puppet we just created, and it was like abandoning something that had been moving, so something was created like that.
I really liked the warm-ups that had to do with crossing over the hemispheres of the brain, because that's so important to the kids, so I really liked learning some new ones like that. And I really loved the making the puppet in the group and how the different personalities of the people in the group had to become either secondary or form the part of the new personality of the puppet. And I found that just fascinating, that 4 different people doing this puppet together created this new personality without saying anything to each other as they did it. Just marvelous, just loved it.
I can only repeat what my friends have said: far too short, great team building, amazing how people communicated building that. The 3 puppet, or 4 in some cases, we didn't talk to each other, we just did it. And we're also in here most of the time, so we were working from here. I feel really, really, really strongly that there's so many kids who are not necessarily academic, and this is it's what saved me way back when, so yeah.
I think this is a really great jump-off lesson, especially we have kids on computers all the time, and I think this is really good to get them off of that, to get their bodies moving, to get their imaginations moving, to get them working with something so simple that could be so powerful. And I think that this is a great introduction, and as I was watching it, I was thinking how we could use it for them to tell stories about certain subjects where maybe they're using their puppets to express feelings that they might not say to them out of themselves, and a great way for for them to interact, with another puppet rather than interacting with another student. So I could see where this can really expound, and I would imagine that the more they did it, the better they get at it, and the more comfortable they get with it.
It's not just the happiness you feel like being somebody else, doing something you never do, and creating a new parallel world